it's Lewis-duncan. I hope you are very well this afternoon. So today I thought I would do a little video, and I was actually talking to a friend about this the other day, and it's actually quite a popular thing on YouTube, and it's first date makeup, or pretty much first date makeup, or sort of just like really simple, or it could be a regular date, someone that you're interested in, and it's a way of showing how good you look naturally, but obviously with makeup on, but also kind of, if you're into fashion and like to wear lots of things, a way of sort of doing a pared back look, because on the first date you want to do too many things that are intimidating, and also this can be used for like an everyday look, or if you just want to do that no makeup look, or however you want to call it. So first I just thought I would show you the shellac I had done this morning, and this is the OPI My Jacular Sucks. Yeah, My Jacular Sucks. I think it's quite sort of an off-whitey sort of colour, quite cool. OPI, I have them done at Jolie in Harpenden, and my friend Claire does them too. Because a few people ask, so I always like to have them done, and I've got this sort of light colour for over Men's Fashion Week. I'm also wearing this beautiful scarf, and I probably put it on the wrong way so we won't be able to find the tag, but this is beautiful, and I actually won this on Twitter, and it's a really cool brand called Luke Archer, and he does really cool things, so you should check him out. I think he's one of those up and coming people. So first and foremost, I've moisturised, and I have everything on, sort of ready to go. I think the light just dimmed then. I don't know if it's because outside it's darker now all of a sudden, which is, welcome to our winter. So I've moisturised and I've got everything on my skin. I've also used some of the Pixie, and this is the Flawless Beauty Primer. Obviously that way your makeup is going to sit a little bit better, and make it last longer, and kind of give you a really great base to work upon. That way you tend to need less product, so that's really good. And this also has like a light illuminating effect to it without being sort of overtly shiny and glittery, because that's not really the most flashing thing on face, and depending on what light you're sat in, that can be quite off-putting. I've also used Maybelline's new Baby Skin Instant Fatigue Blur, and this is in Warm Apricot. I put this into my winter skins video, and actually a couple of these products are, because I think they translate really well. As it says, instant fatigue, if you are looking a little bit tired, and again, it stops you putting too much on. It's really fantastic for that, so I really do recommend that. I think Maybelline's really cool. So I've also got the Pixie H2O Skin Tint, again, in the winter skin treat. Now this is pretty much undetectable on the skin. You can build up coverage if you want to, but it's more of a tinted moisturiser. For guys that want to put makeup on, such as myself and anyone out there, it's really good on the skin, you don't notice it. I have put this on some clients, and straight male clients, because when they work in the industry, things like the lights and the flash, but also they don't want to see it, and it just sort of hides a certain area. So I'm going to put just a tiny bit more on, just to balance out, because I did put it on earlier when I had my nails done. So just a small pump on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to be using today just the Real Techniques brushes. I bought these four in this case last night, so I just wanted to get a couple because I've had this one super long time. I got this I think last week, really loved it, so I just thought it'd be nice to get them until I can get hold of the new bold metallics, because they're just beautiful. So this is the pointed foundation brush, and the reason I like these, they make the best noises, and I thought on the brush. What's great about this is it's so lightweight and really fluid, and it just blends in beautifully, to be honest. Work the product where you need it. You don't necessarily need to drown the entire face in a mask, whereas this is lightweight and it does keep you hydrated, so it's not, you know, sort of going to sort of cover you up too much. If you tend to have bad skin, obviously you're going to need concealer and things, but don't overwork it, because sometimes actually you see the spot and then you see too much product and then sort of the line around it as well. So try and be as light as possible, and sometimes things like the anti-fatigues will take out the redness in the skin. That way you shouldn't need as much product. Okay, so that's just really, really simple, to be honest. I'm not going to put too much on at all. I'm going to powder a little bit to just remove any shine from the skin, because that's not really the nicest one. And sometimes if you are a little bit nervous or in an environment like a restaurant and stuff, it can get quite warm and sweaty face isn't great. So I'm going to use Oriflame the One, and this is Illusion Powder, and this is, I believe, the lightest shade. This is light. I don't think it comes any lighter than that, but it's a really lovely matte powder. And then I've got our biggest brush, and this is the buffing brush. So perhaps not necessarily a powder brush, but I think it will do a nice job. I'm just going to take the excess powder that, and tap off the excess, and sort of just aim it in my T-zone, where most people will get shine. I don't want to completely matte out the skin, because sometimes I think a touch of life in the skin is natural, and completely matte it out. That will stop any of the hideous shine. So just nice and natural. Okay, so we're going to take the thinnest of the brushes. They're so light, I really like that about that. So this is a detailer brush, so this can be used for things like eyeliner or precision underneath, but I'm actually going to use this for brows and then onto the eyes, because it's going to use as a dual product for me. This is also nice because less products as well, so again it can be used when you're in a bit of a rush and just want that really easy look. So this is the B Defined, so B is the brand, so Defined eyebrow kit, and this is highlighter, 2 brow colours, brow setting gel and mirror and gel applicators, and this is 1115 dark. Oh, I didn't realise it was in dark. Okay, I actually don't think they're apparently too dark. Actually, now I've got darker hair, actually it's not so bad, but I do use the lighter shade here. I'm pretty much just going to fill in where we need sort of more hair, where it's sparse or anything along those lines. I'm not going to do my fuller Audrey Hepburn brow, because we want something quite natural. So we just, I think men are more aware of eyebrows, and more recently because of the scales brow. Just working that gently into the natural shape of my eyebrow. And then I'm taking a most tiny bit of the darker shade, and this is when you're just going to have a look and work out just where to put that tiny bit extra. It's normally where you are the thinnest of hair, but really soften it through. And I have the blank canvas double-ended eyebrow, and this is just a spoolie end. I'm just going to brush off any excess. Okay, so life. So I have a fresh, sleek makeup, and this is the Pout Polish, and this has an SPF 50, and this is in 940 Powder Pink, and this is a more of a, gosh, the words totally escaped my mind. I clearly not had enough coffee today. It's more of a creamy, there we go, sort of like a Bobbi Brown, Pot Rouge, that kind of thing. I'm just taking some onto my finger, and I'm just going to apply this with my fingers actually, and just slightly blend it out. So this is a lip or cheek sort of dual product. This is just to bring back a little bit of life where we've powdered, and just a tiny bit of cover, but it's more of that natural flushed look to the skin rather than a heavy look. And this is quite nice as well with the lip, because again it's really natural. It's not going to scare a guy off. Any sort of dark red coloured lips or overdrawn lips can be quite intimidating, and then they end up all over the glass. And not that you should be kissing on a first date, because we should all know the 3-date rule, but if you go ahead and do kiss on a first date, more than likely a guy will be slightly put off by, sticky glosses, or sticking to the food, or you've got hair, and then, that line you've got to worry about all evening, checking it to make sure you've just got the lip line and nothing else. So it's nice and simple. I have the brown Barbara Daily Trade Secrets mascara on already, so I'm not going to apply any. I've already got it on, but it's this really light, thin brush, and it just tapers the lash. I would focus more on the top. The reason I chose brown, again, because it's softer, you don't have to. I just think it's pretty. I think it's quite nice, but you can choose to do one layer of black or 1.5 layers of black on the top lashes and brown on the bottom if you don't want to do brown on the top. But if you do, you can do 2 coats of brown, and it just opens the eye up ever so nicely. In terms of the lid space, I personally quite like it, quite simple. Use soft taupes, a little bit of shading, not too much. I think it's nice to focus on the eyes though, because that way when you're having a conversation, they're not looking at all sparkles and shimmers, they're looking at your eyes, but they can think, oh, there's something amazing about those eyes, but they can't put their fingers on it. And that's the key to this look. Make sure you look your best, but without it being, oh, her makeup's good, or she's got a lot of makeup on, or he's got a lot of makeup on. It's more about they've got great skin, and they look really well, and they look happy, and their eyes look great, and they look kissable lipped. So that's my little tips, and thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.